What is up, everyone? This is Justin Wong, and yeah, I guess this is gonna be a video about some things that were leaked, and the main thing we want to talk about is Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6, we don't know anything about. We just saw that there was a leak going on, which sucks. But it said it was slated for what, October 2022 to December 2022. So what that means that we have 2 more years of Street Fighter 5, or other fighting games that we decide to branch out. But at least with the Capcom side, it seems like Street Fighter 6 seems like the next fighting game, right? And I guess we could talk about it. Like, let's see. Obviously, I think late on, like below was like Ultra Street Fighter 6 as well. So they probably have just ideas on how to expand on like the next expansion, kind of like how Street Fighter 5 had like like Arcade Edition, Champion Edition, stuff like that, right? So but I'm just thinking about like, what's the timeline about? Like, Street Fighter 5 is before Street Fighter 3, right? And then, yeah, like, it's just so weird, the timeline. Like, potentially G becomes Q. Like, there's a lot of theories, right? Oriole's coming out as well. Rose is still alive. So a lot more Third Strike characters, and also Final Fight characters as well came in during Street Fighter 5. So now, do they even coexist in Street Fighter 6 potentially, or is it Street Fighter 6 after Street Fighter 3? We actually don't know. But what I do believe is that obviously when we think about Street Fighter 6, we'll probably start off with like what, maybe like 8 to 12 characters. That's the usual when it comes to Street Fighter, at least Street Fighter series, Street Fighter franchise. And then we just think about, like, we're gonna have DLCs, new season character updates. That's kind of the fighting game thing, right? Season characters, like update 5 characters for a season. So I feel like maybe like 8 to 12 is a good start. Even 10, we could meet in the middle, right? Let's say 10 characters, meet in the middle, and then like the season pass, 15 characters for season 1, and then another 5 characters for season 2, and stuff like that, right? So we'll have 20, and then 25, 30, and then Ultra comes out, probably like super balanced and everything. But let's talk about what can they do. I personally feel, I know a lot of people don't like Street Fighter 5. You guys hate on it a lot, but I do think it's actually, when it comes to a competitive style, and also with like balances and like how the game actually functions as a fighting game, not as a video game, I think they did an amazing job, right? I personally think like the idea of trying to like lower the skill gap, so like the players that have been playing forever cannot just always be dominant, versus like people that just came from like starting people, right? Because you want to encourage people to keep playing fighting games, because pretty much the number one rule I always tell people is that fighting games are very discouraging. A lot of times people will just quit fighting games after day 1, after the first hour, stuff like that. So getting people interested in fighting games is very, very, very tough. But I do think that Street Fighter 5 has done a great job in terms of like kind of like evening the skill cap, the skill field. I feel like so many, like if you look at the current Street Fighter 5, like I feel like so many people are just like really close on the skill level, right? Like, let's say for example, like Idom is the world champion, right? He won Capcom Cup 2019 last year. But then you see him actually go into the losers bracket a lot against like local players around the tri-state area. I believe that he even lost to Rob TV last week against Chung Lee, and Rob TV is a really good player. But I mean, if you think about like Idom, like you just think you automatically put him in a high pedestal. But because like everyone is literally near that skill level, near that threshold, like anyone can beat anyone. Like, you never know, man. Like, anybody could become world champion. Like, when it comes to Street Fighter 5, if you're already competitive, if you're already on that threshold, like, a lot of people can become the world champion. Obviously, you guys have your favorites, but sometimes the favorites don't work out, right? Like, I think that's kind of what's very fun and what's very exciting about Street Fighter 5. So I believe that they will keep that similar engine in terms of, like, making sure the skill level doesn't like go too far away from like a person that doesn't like learn faster compared to the average player, right? Compared to a player that has been playing fighting games for years, right? So I guess that's that. But now I also think that for Street Fighter 6, they might lower down the execution barrier. I do believe that a lot of people still have trouble against like let's say throwing fireballs or doing special moves, like stuff like that. So I personally believe that this might not be your favorite cup of tea, what I'm just about to say, but I do believe that they might go into the Smash Brothers route.
Hordes of panicky people seem to be evacuating the town for some unknown reason. Professor, without knowing precisely what the danger is, would you say it's time for our viewers to crack each other's heads open and feast on the goo inside? Yes, I would, Ken.
But using the engine that they use for the Shotos and the guest characters like Terry, Ryu, and Ken. So if you guys are not familiar with Smash, obviously if you press like the B button, you do like their special moves. Down B is like another special move, up B is another special move, forward B is another special move. So I personally think that like at least in Smash, like so if you're playing Ryu, if you press B, you throw a fireball. But if you actually do the input of the motion, it becomes a red fireball, a stronger version of the fireball. Same with Dragon Punch, same with Tatsumaki. So I think they're gonna do something similar in Street Fighter 6, where it's a one-button special, but if you input the special, it'll probably do more damage. It'll probably do more stun, stuff like that. So so I think that's a good thing, right? Obviously for beginner players and like advanced players, and even advanced players can use those shortcut motions. So if you like think about Grand Blue Versus, having like a one direction into special move deep, that's a DP. So if you do forward into special, like a Dragon Punch comes out. So think of that. You can use that as a quick anti-air. People's anti-air games will automatically get better, even though it does lower damage or lower stun. I feel like for advanced players, they will take that into consideration and kind of use that to the advantage, even though it's meant for beginner players. I don't see auto combos being involved. I definitely don't see any of that whatsoever, so we don't have to worry about auto combos. But I do believe the combo system will be similar to Street Fighter 5. Like maybe they'll add more things with like, let's say, lights into mediums, or like maybe focus more of like on less hit confirmable options versus more combo options. Because right now, when you think about the highest level, like people have to hit confirm, right, a lot in terms of like doing their combos and everything. And I do think that a lot of people cannot hit confirm, so they might take that option away or kind of balance it where like not every character can hit confirm and focus more on like more of like how to make combos more easier for players of like lower skill level to do, right? So I think stuff like that will become more of a common thing. So I'm not sure how they can implement it, but I do believe that's going to be the direction, especially with seeing the success of Street Fighter 5. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite thing, characters. I personally think Street Fighter 5 has like some of the most amazing newest characters in the fighting game like history. So like say obviously you see Metanite, right? Metanite's an amazing character. I love her so much. I thought Necalli was great. I thought all the Final Fight, like all the like bringing back the Final Fight characters and turning them into characters were amazing. Like Abigail, even though I hate Abigail, he was a really great character, like in terms of design wise. So it was really amazing. I thought G was really sick. Like he was pretty hype, even though he became kind of derpy to derp. But I hope G comes back into Street Fighter 6, but actually like kind of like the transformation, G turns into Q. So instead of like G, it would be Q in the game. So then we can have Q in a second Street Fighter game, because the only game that Q has been in is Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And he wasn't the best at it, wasn't the greatest character, but so I think having him in a brand new game would be amazing. Obviously we're adding more Third Strike characters, right? You see Oro coming in Street Fighter 5, you see Ibuki in there. Let's see, who are we missing? We're missing probably Remy, we're missing Makoto, we're missing Necro, right? So I think obviously we have Hugo in Street Fighter 4. So I feel like we need to bring back Necro, man. So let's say we're gonna name 10 characters first. We have Q, right? G comes back as Q, and then we're going to have like we're gonna have Necro. So we obviously need Necro. Like, is it still the battle between M. Bison, Gil, and Seth right now? I feel like those three are like the three bosses. So one of them, it has to be in the game. The other two probably will be DLC characters. Let's say, crazy idea. Let's say Seth manages to copy Gil's DNA, and Seth comes back as like a Gil, like a super Gil. Crazy idea, I know, but I'm gonna say that Seth, based off just, you know, in Street Fighter in general, like if you look at Street Fighter 4, like Seth was kind of like a Urian Gil type of like muscular figure. So maybe it's time for him to perfect it, and he actually becomes the complete form that he wants to be, which is going to be Gil. So let's say Seth in Gil form. That's the third character. Obviously, we're going to have the Ryu and Ken. That's 4 and 5. You know, those are the staples, right? Then we have the, you know, the lady of Street Fighter, first lady of Street Fighter, Chun-Li. So that's 6. So that's already 4 more characters left. Now, do we add Remy? Should we add Remy instead of Guile? Well, I think Guile will be a DLC. Didn't Nash die in story mode? I'm not too sure. I think he died in story mode. So let's go with Remy. We're tired of Nash. Let's bring back Remy. Let's give Remy some love, because Remy was always bad in Third Strike because of the parry system. So if they kept him the same and put him in a game with no parries, he would actually be pretty good. So let's put Remy as number 7. I guess we have to add a grappler. We do, huh? We really do, huh? Alright. Maybe Alex can actually become part of Street Fighter again. You know, the last game we probably saw Alex was in Street Fighter 3. You know, I don't think I saw him in Street Fighter 5. So let's say Alex would be the 8th character. So we'll finally have our Alex trailer coming out in Street Fighter 6 in 2022. And then the other two, so I think we only have Chun-Li so far. So let's say instead we had Cammy and we had Jury in Street Fighter 5, but C Viper was also in Street Fighter 5 story mode. So let's add C Viper in the mix, because she was in story mode, like not as like, you know, as part of the story, not as a character or playable character. So let's add Viper in there, because a lot of people really do want Viper. So we got to add a Street Fighter 4 character in the mix. So C Viper will come back. And number 10, brand new character. Brand new character. Like we had Nikali come in as a brand new character in Street Fighter 5. We need something else. I don't know. Clearly, I don't know. But I feel like the 10th character should be a brand new character. Just, you know, just like Capcom made up. Because like in Season 2 of Street Fighter 5, it was all the whole season was all brand new characters. So I think we can have a 10th character, maybe like a Fang, like, you know, like a Shadaloo worker. Another Shadaloo worker as the 10th character of Street Fighter 5. It's either that or we have Peter the Cop. Remember Peter the Cop? I don't think anybody remembers Peter the Cop from like that, like you know, when the PC game came out and people modded it and then they found the data for Peter. So maybe Peter, that would be pretty funny. Peter stepped his game up and everything, went to training mode. Wait, what about Sean? He's older now. If Street Fighter 6 takes after Street Fighter 3, it could be Sean. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I'm pretty excited. Obviously, like I said, obviously the leaks do suck when it comes down to it. But I hope you guys are excited for like a lot of the games that are coming out from Capcom in general. I'm excited. I'm just a Capcom fanboy, regardless. Just I live Capcom, ride and die Capcom. But other than that, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about the Street Fighter 6 of the leaks? What do you guys think about what characters will be in Street Fighter 6? What kind of like things that they will do with the system changes and everything like that? But besides that, you know, I'm definitely excited more of Street Fighter 5. We got the DLC characters coming out. We got Dan, we got Rose, we got Akira from Rival Schools. So we're gonna have guest characters. That'll be pretty cool. So we're gonna have 3 more characters, and obviously I gotta play Dan. You know what I mean? Everyone knows me as a Dan player of Street Fighter 4 in that one video. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the YouTube video. Other than that, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Thank you guys for watching the whole video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, we take a lot of clips from Twitch. So if you guys want to catch it live, come on twitch.tv/jwong with 3 G's. All the links is down below in the description. So I appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me. We're growing the YouTube channel. We're getting it better and better. So yeah, you know what I mean? Please like, share, subscribe, all that type of stuff. Also comment on the videos and let me know what kind of like suggestions you want me to make in terms of video content and everything. I'm trying to, you know, get up there. So if you want to support the boy, you know what to do, man. You know what to do. We're trying to get these YouTube videos out there. We're trying to get more people to understand fighting games, enjoy fighting games. But yeah, I mean, other than that, man, keep doing your thing. Stay safe, stay healthy. I love you guys and appreciate it. And stay tuned for the next video. Peace.